Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a little seasonal grocery haul. As y'all know, I love Aldi. We mostly shop at Aldi, mostly because it's convenient, but also because they have such cool finds at such great prices, as I'm sure you guys know. So I was just there. You'll have to like excuse my appearance. I worked out and then went right to the grocery store. So this is what we're working with. But yeah, they had a ton of their new fall stuff out, and I had like a list of some of the stuff I wanted to check out, and they didn't have all of it, honestly, or even most of it, but I'll show you what they did have. And I didn't actually buy everything, of course. Is this like annoying with my glasses on? I feel like there's kind of a glare, so I'm gonna not wear my glasses. I didn't like buy everything seasonal, of course, because I didn't need all of that stuff. So I just took a ton of clips of the stuff that I didn't buy, and I will just insert that here as well, so you guys can see some of the other options that they had. So I'm gonna talk about some of the seasonal stuff, and then I'll just show you the rest of the groceries I got and just kind of do a grocery haul as well. But I just grabbed a couple of these seasonal things, the first one being a pumpkin roll. My husband doesn't really like pumpkin particularly, but he really likes pumpkin rolls, and I feel like pumpkin rolls are sometimes not the easiest thing to find, and I know Aldi doesn't have them all the time. So I decided to grab the pumpkin roll because I know that we are going to love that. And then I just wanted to kind of be stocked up in the pantry in terms of like pumpkin products, because I feel like I'll like randomly see a recipe for like pumpkin pancakes or pumpkin chili or like whatever, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. But pumpkin's not something that I keep stocked in my pantry. So I decided to just grab all the things. So this is the pumpkin pie, like actual filling, and then this is just the regular pureed pumpkin. So obviously this has like the seasonings and the sweetness and stuff, and this is just like the plain pumpkin. So I thought it would be good to stock up on those, so I have them in the pantry for if and when a recipe comes to mind. I mean, I already know of some recipes that I want to make with those, but it's always good to have extra. And then I also saw this says it's their limited batch maple Greek yogurt. I thought this just looked so good. I just think even like the packaging on it is really, really pretty. But I think it sounds delicious, and of course Greek yogurt's super good for you and has a ton of protein. I've been eating a lot of yogurt lately, so I just got one just to try, because like I'm a little iffy with Greek yogurt. I like regular yogurt. Greek yogurt is like hit or miss for me, so. And then in terms of some of the other seasonal items that they had some really cool coffee options. So I think these were just like those little coffee K-cups, but they had caramel apple and caramel macchiato in the like K-cup versions, which those sounded so good. I kind of wish they made like the regular coffee in those flavors. They didn't have like ground coffee of those, but those look super good. And then they also had this maple bacon ground coffee, which I was really tempted to get, but I don't think that my husband would be crazy about that. I think I would really, really like it. He's like weird about like the bacon flavored stuff. I didn't end up grabbing that, but that looked super good. This I was really tempted by as well, the pumpkin cheesecake drizzle caramel corn. That looked so good, but we honestly, like, my husband told me I'm on like a snack no buy, because we have so many random like chips and popcorn and cookies and like random snacks in our pantry right now that you literally can't even fit anymore. So I would have loved to try that, and maybe once we make our way through some more of our snacks, I will pick these up. But that looked really, really delicious. I love caramel, well, I love all popcorn, but especially caramel corn, and I have had pumpkin caramel corn before, and it's really, really, really good. So that looked amazing. And then they actually had this, I thought this was interesting. It was a pumpkin spice creamer, but it was the almond milk dairy-free creamer. They didn't have the normal creamer, which is what I usually buy. They didn't have any pumpkin flavored regular creamer, which I was kind of bummed by, but they had white chocolate peppermint, which is more of like a Christmas like holiday flavor rather than like a fall flavor. So I was a little confused where the pumpkin was and why the Christmas stuff was out, but this looked really good if you like non-dairy creamers or almond milk creamers. This looked amazing. And then they also had the Khalifa Farms cold brew pumpkin spice latte coffee as well, which again, I don't typically drink pre-mixed cold brew. I usually just make my cold brew myself because I drink decaf coffee. Fun fact, I don't drink caffeinated coffee, but this looked like it would be so delicious, and I know people are like crazy about the Khalifa Farm stuff, so I know that looks really, 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 really good. And I didn't really know Aldi carried Khalifa Farm stuff. So they have that. They also have these sea salt caramel and pumpkin pie dessert hummuses. Again, so tempted, but that's like kind of another thing. Like, I would want to buy it just to try it, and then I probably wouldn't like eat the whole thing. I'm not really eating like dessert hummus very often. I feel like that's something you need to buy for like a recipe, or if you're having like a gathering, like people over. I wouldn't be able to eat that all by myself, and I don't think my husband would eat it with me, but I'm sure that would be good with like pretzels or like fruit, I think that would be really good with. I did one time have the chocolate hummus from Trader Joe's, and that was really, really good. So I think dessert hummuses are delicious. And then I was really on the hunt for the pumpkin sage ravioli, but they only had the butternut squash there. As you can see on the sign, like it says the pumpkin sage should have been there, but I guess they were sold out. So I wasn't really super excited about the butternut squash. I really wanted the pumpkin. So if they have that next time, I will definitely purchase that, but they did not. Of course, they had like a ton of apple cider. Like, when do they not have apple cider around this time of year? I feel like every place does, but I freaking love apple cider. They also had these, like, I don't know if these are seasonal per se, but they had these marbled cinnamon and marbled like apple streusel flavored breads. I thought those would be so good for French toast. Oh, so good. But again, I already bought bread and we have a ton of bread, so that was not like on the list. But I think if I like, once we go through some of the bread we have, I would definitely buy that to make French toast with, probably the apple strudel one. And then they had these maple leaf cookies, the maple leaf cream cookies. Trader Joe's has these as well, and I'm pretty sure I purchased these at Trader Joe's last year, and I almost purchased them, but again, I'm not supposed to be buying any snacks right now, and B, it was 110 calories for just one of the cookies. And I know myself, and I will not be able to eat just one, and I don't really want to eat like 300 calories in cookies. And so I was like, I was really tempted, but I didn't want to tempt myself at my house and have them here. So again, I might grab those next time because they do look amazing, but I don't think I would want to have a whole box of them in my house because I would just eat too much of them. And then this is not food related, but they had, and I seen this online, they had this really pretty like white pumpkin wreath that I'm sure you could probably hang indoors or outdoors, but I thought that was really pretty. And then they had a bunch of these window decals. They had like a turkey for Thanksgiving, and then they had some like more Halloween specific ones with like skulls and ghosts and stuff like that. So I thought those were cute. Those would be good for like kids, or if you're like doing, you know, at home school right now, that could be cool for like your little classroom area or something. And then of course, it was right next to where I got the pumpkin. They had apple pie filling in a can, which I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but I guess it makes perfect sense. It's basically like pumpkin pie filling, but apple pie filling. So I thought that was a really cool, like handy thing to have if you want to make an apple pie. That would probably be a super easy way to do it. Okay, tea for time. In this video, I stopped filming it a little bit ago, but I really forgot to show this. I actually got this last time I was at Aldi, but this is the jumbo pumpkin rolls. So it's basically like a cinnamon roll, but it has, I think, pumpkin icing. And I don't know if the inside is cinnamon or if the inside is also pumpkin, but it's basically the same kind of concept. Excuse my hair, I literally like need to wash it. But I think it's basically a cinnamon roll, but just replace the cinnamon with like pumpkin spice kind of. I totally forgot. I meant to mention it, but I completely forgot and I just remembered. Okay, and one other thing, it's been like 5 minutes since the last clip. I got this last time too, and these are fried apples with cinnamon in a can. I feel like that's a very like bizarre concept, but it says it's a fat-free food, yet it's fried. So that's confusing. So I don't even know what this is gonna be like. I obviously have not had them yet because it's closed, but like, are they actually fried? But they can't be like crispy. So honestly, like what I thought this probably would be similar to is honestly just like apple pie filling, like something like that. Like just kind of like almost like a syrup or something with like these cinnamon apples in it. I feel like this would be good with like oatmeal, or you could definitely probably make it into some kind of like pastry something or other. So I just grabbed it because I thought it was interesting, and honestly they might even just be good by themselves. They don't even have a ton of calories either, considering they're fried. So yeah, I don't know what these are gonna be like, but it's definitely like one of their seasonal things that I've never seen before. So those were the only things that I saw while I was there. Like I said, I had like this big list of some of the other stuff I wanted. Like they didn't have any of the candles, which I really wanted, and they didn't have the pumpkin cream cheese or the pumpkin bagels. I really wanted those. And then I saw that they have spicy maple bourbon pickles. Those sound insane. If they would have had those, I would have purchased those immediately. And then they didn't have any apple cider donuts, and they didn't have the pumpkin and the maple whipped cream, like the whipped topping. They didn't have those either. So that's some of the stuff on my list that I'm gonna be keeping my eye out for next time. But in terms of the other stuff that I got that's not like seasonal per se, I got this amazing looking loaf of sourdough bread. I've just been in the mood for like a BLT recently, and I feel like just like sourdough bread, like with mayo and a BLT on it, oh, would be so good. I love sourdough bread so much. I randomly just grabbed these for my husband because he's 6 years old, and whenever I come home with candy, he gets so excited, so I grabbed those. I saw at IKEA the other day, they're like herring, and I really wanted to try some, but I didn't end up grabbing any there because we were getting furniture and stuff. But I saw they have these herring fillets in curry pineapple sauce. And I thought that would be delicious with, usually my Aldi doesn't have rice cauliflower, and I saw that they had it and they've like repackaged it. This is not the kind that I've bought before. So I grabbed 2 of just this regular kind, and then I grabbed 2 of this garlic herb kind. So I got 4 bags of rice cauliflower, which I'm so excited about because I have not been able to find rice cauliflower lately. But I thought this would be super delicious, like because it has that pineapple curry sauce over some cauliflower rice or just over some regular rice, like as a quick lunch or something, and a good amount of protein. So I'm really excited about that. I got some hot Italian sausage. I got my husband his like fiber. He's really like into like getting his fiber lately, so he needs that brand cereal. I got some corned beef hash for breakfast, just a random can of diced tomatoes. I got this huge, big, like extra large supreme pizza. This just looked really good, and I figured that could be a really quick, like easy dinner or even lunch, or if we have people over, I feel like those are kind of good just to have in the freezer. I got toilet paper, super exciting. I got 2 things of eggs. They're still only letting you get 2 things of eggs at a time. And then I grabbed 2 different kinds of mac and cheese. I just got some regular mac and cheese. I just like to have these in the cabinet, just like when my nieces and nephews are over, or just as like a quick lunch, I like to have that. But then I wanted to try this one, because this is the kind that's like not the powder. It has like the cheese sauce packet, you know, that's like almost like Velveeta or something. It has, it has like the cheese, like almost like queso kind of cheese in it. So I thought I would try that. I freaking love mac and cheese. And then other than that, oh yeah, I didn't really get much, honestly. Other than that, I just got a ton of yogurt. Y'all know if you've watched literally any of my grocery hauls, I just get a whole bag full of yogurts, as many as I can fit basically, for my husband. And then I got some vanilla almond milk and just some whole milk for my husband. So yeah, I think that is everything that I grabbed. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you are able to snag some of these seasonal items. I would also like to do this video for like the same version of this, like seasonal finds for Trader Joe's. I did that one year, but I haven't been to Trader Joe's honestly in a while, but they always have some really, really good seasonal stuff. So I'm hoping to get over there. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned if you would like to see that. Let me know at any of your stores, any of like the fun seasonal stuff that you guys have been able to find. I'm like always on the hunt to try the new stuff. I'm really, really into pumpkin and all the seasonal things. I'm as that basic. So I would love to know, and thank you guys so much for watching. And if you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We have so much fun here. And until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye guys.